Whatever business you're trying to start or an idea you're trying to build out, the same question always comes first. Is this idea actually worth building? And most founders chase the answer for weeks, if not months. They post in subreddits, they DM other founders, or they spend multiple weeks Googling and playing around with different AI tools trying to get some clarity. And every tool out there will give you pieces. They'll give you a fact here, a summary there, a list of links, maybe some data, but none of them help you make a decision. That's why with Rocket 1.0 we shipped Solve. You give it the question, add any necessary context, and then Solve fires thousands of parallel queries across hundreds of public sources, and you get back one structured strategic report with clear data-backed decisions. In this video, we'll show you exactly how it works by validating a real SaaS idea from scratch to finish. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the idea that I had today that I wanted to validate is an AI-first course platform. So you see, a lot of creators out there are really good at creating, but not really good at teaching or structuring a course. They have all this content they've already created, like Instagram posts, YouTube videos. So whenever they want to take all of their teachings and all of their knowledge and turn it into a course, it can be very difficult and actually quite overwhelming. So that's why I thought it'd be a good idea to have a course platform where you can send all of your content, like your YouTube videos, your Instagram posts, etc. And then it's able to take all of that information and compile it into a course outline or an entire course. This way, anybody can take their content and turn it into a course in a matter of a single weekend, rather than taking months. So I've gone out on the internet, collected a bunch of data for this research to validate our idea, like SEC filings, different reports done by Coursera as well as Kajabi, and just a lot of other information that would take me multiple weeks to just go and analyze all by myself. So Rocket will be able to take all of this data and do its own research, firing across thousands of other data points across the web, and actually validate it. Is it worth building? And if it's worth building, how do we get a competitive edge over other course platforms? Without further ado, let's jump right into Rocket. So to get started with Solve, you can sign up to Rocket and then head over to the homepage. Here you'll have two options. You can get started with the chat window right in the middle, where you'll see Solve, Build, and Intelligence. You can click on Solve here, and Rocket right away will give you some prompt templates for commonly asked business questions. Those can be in strategy, product, GTM, sales, competition, etc. You can use this as the starting point, but in our case, I already have a prompt that I want to use, so I won't be using any of these. And in our case, I actually want Rocket to be able to use the context of our research in later tasks like build. So what we're going to do is head over to the left and then click on the projects tab to create a new project. Here I'll click on create new project, give it a name, and then click create. So what this will allow us to do is to reuse context between different tasks within Rocket. As we will be doing our research in Solve, whatever research we do, it will be stored in this project as well, and we can use that later in build when we're actually building out our platform. On the right side here, you'll see context, so you can upload any of your files by uploading them from your device, from Google Drive, or from Notion. And on the right side, you'll see collaborators. Here you can add other Rocket users to collaborate on your project. You can just enter their email, click invite, and then choose what level of access you want them to have. And you can choose how much access you want them to have. Do you want them to be an editor or just a viewer? Now I'll begin by uploading two PDF files from my computer. So I'll just click on from my device, choose the two files. You'll see the upload process right there as well. Now I also want to upload a Google Doc that I have. So I'll click on the Google Drive button here, enter the URL of my doc, and then click submit. Now this document that I'm submitting actually has a lot of information in it. In this document, I included the information of all of the data that I will be uploading to Solve so that it has context on everything that we'll be using. And on the right, I included hyperlinks to 4 other documents, to the founder thesis, industry background notes, and 2 other documents where I copy-pasted some important data from the PDFs that I found from Coursera as well as Udemy. Now, Rocket by itself will be able to open these links that I have in the Google Doc here to navigate those documents as well. So I can just use this document as the index. And one more thing that I'll upload is this combined spreadsheet that I have with a lot of data on the companies. Now it's a big spreadsheet. It's a bit messy, but it has a lot of data on there from their SEO, as well as the pricing from all these companies, their quarterly financials, and a lot of other data. Now, even though the spreadsheet is super messy, Rocket will be able to make sense of it. And if you upload multiple spreadsheets, that's also fine. Rocket will be able to make sense of all that information by itself. Now that we have our context, which is 2 PDFs that I uploaded, a massive spreadsheet, and also a Google Doc with hyperlinks to other Google Docs, we are ready to enter our prompt. All of this context that I uploaded is a lot of information. The PDFs themselves are big files. The spreadsheets have a lot of data, also on all of these companies, their pricing strategies, their financials, their SEO data. And then there's 4 Google Docs within the Google Docs that I sent that has also a lot of data. But okay, let's proceed further. I'm gonna click on the solve here and then enter my big prompt. In this prompt, I'm basically told it that I want to validate my SaaS idea, and then I gave it context on everything that I attached. So the Google Doc, the PDFs, as well as the spreadsheet. And then I gave it a list of questions that I want answered. And that's it. Rocket will now go through all of these documents and perform its own research to give us a strategic report. It will keep you updated here, the jobs that it's done. And at the bottom, you can choose if you want to get notified once it's finished. Now, this is a massive research job, so it will take about 1 hour to 2 hours. You'll also get a notification on your Rocket account, which you can access in the menu on the left at the bottom here. And there we have it. Our report is ready. As you can see, it's nicely designed, very easy to digest. And this report is 22 pages. This is the kind of report that a consulting firm will charge you like $50,000. So what did Solve find out? Rocket tells us that our thesis was correct. The gap is real, the window is open, and the validation cost will be just under $2,000. Every prior attempt was killed due to distribution. Interesting. So right here on the top, we have the verdict. So our thesis is confirmed. These features that we wanted to build out are absent from all 8 major platforms. And there have been prior attempts with companies raising real capital, but they all failed because of the distribution. None of them failed because of the product. Interesting. This is only a go if you name your distribution partner before writing production code. So interesting. So in this case, if you're really good at marketing, which actually in my case, I would probably just, if I was building this out, I'd launch a massive TikTok campaign or partner up with a YouTuber in the education space. I think this app idea actually has some good potential. But let's go through the report a bit more. As you can see, Rocket gave us a real answer. It told us that yes, your idea is real. However, only go to this if you're basically able to have good distribution. Here it outlined 7 key findings, which are all actually quite interesting as well. Some of them include pricing, some of them include a platform score on AI ingestion. So I think what Rocket did was go through all of the competitors that are provided and actually scored them on the thesis of our business. Here we have the contents, so we could actually quickly navigate this document, which is pretty handy as well. But let's dig deeper. And on page 5, this is where it starts to get interesting. As you can see, 0 out of 8 major platforms have this feature that I had the idea for. Then it gave us some industry numbers. For example, Udemy consumer revenue over the last 2 years has been declining. 63% of creators taking 1 to 6 months to build their course. That's the exact thing that we're targeting, the speed to market for the creators. So this is also good to see. Okay, on page 9, we have this interesting table. We have all the pricing here and basically the scoring that Rocket gave it on AI features. Yeah, we can basically outcompete all of them. Except for LearnWorld, they're our closest competitor. They don't have any YouTube or RSS API, which I think they're missing out because people that are making long-form content will have a lot of information that could be turned into courses. So yeah, that's good to see as well. And here on page 11, we have a Rocket insight, an insight that Rocket found that its thing is important for us to know. So they had massive growth despite their product actually having a terrible rating, meaning that if you make a better product, we also have some potential. But the school, you'd know, they had massive distribution with Alex Hormozy as well as, so maybe we can't compete on distribution, but we can definitely compete on quality. But Rocket calls out my idea right here. It literally says, you might have amazing AI ingestion, but if you don't have a good distribution partner, this is a path to zero growth. Fair enough. Let's go to page 14, and here it gives us 5 named failures. So other competitors that failed miserably. There's, for example, Maven, which raised $25 million capital. Here it shows us their thesis. YouTube lifestyle creators have audiences with no course purchase intent. And here it says your risk level is high. YouTube podcast creators go entertainment. I don't think that's true, because there's a lot of educational YouTubers and creators. So maybe Maven just targeted the wrong kind of creators. But here it gives us a few other failures and explains exactly why they failed and what went wrong. A lot to learn from this. And here it actually points out the thing that I said exactly at the beginning of this video. Many people build out their ideas before validating them. And look, 5 named failures in this space burned more than $57 million in capital. But wait. Everyone committed that capital before validating the assumption. What are we doing right here? Validating our idea before we even build it out. And our total phase 0 validation is $1,700. I would like to see how Rocket came up with that number, but either way, we're not committing millions of dollars in capital. Instead, we're committing just a few $1,000s. In our case, we'll probably build out this idea with the Rocket build anyways, so we can just commit this entire budget to ads. Then here we have unit economics. So 3 different builds that Rocket proposes we should have, which is launch, build, and scale. $49 a month, $89 and $149. This will be very useful when we actually go live. And here on page 20, we have our validation gates. First is the demand signal. So we just build out a landing page with the mockup and screenshots, drive about 100 to 200 visitors, see if any of them actually convert. Then it tells us to do some creator interviews. Then we continue the interviews. Then the Wizard of Oz, so manually deliver the 5 complete courses, which we will use AI for. And then the last gate is the distribution, asking the same potential customers who they actually follow. Interesting. So yeah, we'd carry out the interviews, make the courses for them, see if they would actually use the course, and then yeah, find out who are the creators that they follow so that we can contact those creators for the distribution. I guess that would be the workflow, which sounds pretty good. However, it's telling us a timeline of 1 to 2 weeks to build a landing page. And as you can see, I think this is where Rocket came up with our validation costs. So $50 to build the landing page. I mean, in our case, we'll be using Rocket Build anyways in my account, so it'll be $0. Here it says in this part, gift cards. Yeah, that makes sense. Giving people some financial incentive to actually do the interviews. But most of this validation will be just time spent doing the interviews and manually delivering the courses. So we're basically risking no capital at all. And here it gives us a go and no-go gates. So all 4 of these must pass before we go on to phase 2, which is building out our platform. So it tells us the threshold, for example, here. So it gives us metrics here, the thresholds, and why the gates exist in the first place. Basically, if we pass through all of these gates, through the thresholds, our idea is validated, and then we can actually commit all of our time and build out the platform. That's the logic that Rocket is giving us. And then here it gives us phase 2. So month number 1, name our distribution partner, introducing lifetime affiliate commission, same as school did, then give us an execution priority. And then here we have another insight. So Beehive assembled every piece of creator infrastructure except the course layer. One product addition makes your distribution mode irrelevant. Interesting. They host the creators' content and their audience all on the same platform. Damn. If Beehive adds a course module builder with AI content ingestion, they can offer automatic content ingestion from their own hosted podcasts, automatic audience targeting from their own newsletter subscribers, and automatic course marketing their own email system. 0% fees. They have not announced anything like this as of today, but the infrastructure assembly is complete. So yeah, it tells us a massive warning here that they already have all the infrastructure. They just need to build out the feature and it would be very dangerous for us. Then here we have a bit more. So which customer provides the unit economics first? Creator first, consumer SaaS, enterprise, creator second, or hybrid. So this would be interesting to study as well before we target any of our customers. But here it tells us to go creator first. Only the named distribution partner, confirm before phase 2 launch. Okay, that was a big report to digest, but it answered all of my questions that I had for my idea, gave us a clear strategy on how to actually approach our business, and didn't try to sugarcoat anything. Now, if you try to use other AI tools to do the same thing, they're gonna sugarcoat things. They'll tell you, oh, your idea is absolutely amazing. Go and build it tomorrow, you'll become a billionaire. But Rocket doesn't do that. It uses real world data, as well as whatever context that you provided and a lot of deep thinking to actually give you real strategic insight. Rocket didn't just answer all of my questions, it actually went beyond that. We've got an entire step-by-step process to validating our idea. We've got an entire section on go and no-go gates, so the parts of the validation process that we must pass through before we commit any capital to our business. It gave us a massive insight into another competitor which could literally wipe our business overnight, so that's one thing to keep in mind. Gave us a clear customer to target, gave us a pricing architecture based on real data, gave us a list of previous competitors that are pretty close to our thesis and explained exactly what happened to them and why they failed, and went through all of our competitors, and it provided a lot of important insights from the data that it ingested. With this report, there's not much more thinking that needs to be done. We know exactly what to do next, and we don't need to second guess anything. To do this yourself, this would have taken you multiple weeks, or if you were to hire an agency to help you with this, it would cost you thousands of dollars. Now, there's a lot of things you could also do with this report. You could either go back to the chat and actually chat with Rocket about this document, ask it more questions, ask it to research more things, ask it to add more things to this document. However, I'm really happy with this outcome, so I'm not going to do that. But other thing I would like to do, which would be, I think, very useful in our case, is to send this to my business partner. So I can literally prompt Rocket to format this report into PPTX so that I can share with my business partners. And okay, Rocket will now convert this report into slides so that I can present them to my business partners and it's easier for them to digest this information. You can also ask it to convert to HTML so you can share it that way as well. And here we have our slides. Conditional go, build this, but not how you think. I love that. As you can see, it looks amazing and much easier to digest than the other report. Got some data here, another table, 4 failure modes, told us things to look out for, the target pricing range, 5 gates of validation we must pass before we write any code. Then the Wizard of Oz test, more breakdown of the phase 1, phase 2 as well, and all of the conditions that we must do to make this a go. Amazing, now we can just export this as PPTX and then send it to our business partners. We could also go back to the other version, which is the PDF version, and export that as well. We could also send a share link as well, so that the users can access this on the web. And if you wanted to, you could click on the members here and share this specific task with other collaborators. So you could add them as an editor so they can keep working on this, or you can add them as a viewer. Same as in the project, but in this case, they'll just be able to access this task. And if you go back to our project, you'll actually be able to see this task that was completed. And then we could actually type in @ and use that as context for our future tasks. So for example, if you're doing build, type in @ choose this task that we did before and say to use the context from there for the pricing, landing page, whatever else we might need. And let's say the next part of this project would be to actually build a landing page, or let's say we've finished building our landing page and now we want to build the actual web app, the MVP version. We could click on build here, type in @ choose that task that we did there, and Rocket can use that as context for its building process, for example, for the pricing, etc. But it could use any of the other contexts that we uploaded as well. So keep that in mind. And that's it. In just one workflow, we use Solve to research an entire market, validate our SaaS idea against real public data, surface market gaps and competitive weaknesses, and walk away with a full strategic report we could actually act on. And the best part, this is just one example. The Solve, you can run the same kind of research on pretty much anything. Validate new idea, scope a new market, profile your competitors, decide your pricing, and even put together an investor-ready strategy document. You can answer anything where the answer is hiding in public data. So if you want to start using Solve, make sure to click the link in the description. You can sign up and start using it. And if you want to keep learning about Rocket, you can click the video on the screen now to watch another one of our in-depth tutorials.